Hi, this is John Fuller with Fuller Law, personal injury attorney in Denver, Colorado. Today we're going to talk about one of the most frequently asked about subjects. I am a personal injury attorney. I don't represent cars, but almost every one of my clients has a vehicle that got damaged in the accident. Sometimes, more likely than not, their vehicles have been totaled, but many of them need to get repaired. We'll deal with both. When you've been in an accident and the other person is at fault, they are responsible, of course, for your injuries. We've talked about that on numerous occasions, but they're also responsible for paying for your property damage. Now, what exactly does that mean? What that means in Colorado is their duty is to restore you to the place that you were the moment before this accident. Put differently, they're responsible for either the repair of your vehicle or the actual cash value of your vehicle. That does not mean that you're necessarily entitled to the replacement of your vehicle. It doesn't mean that you're entitled to a new copy of the exact same vehicle, even if yours is quite new. What it means is that you're entitled to the actual cash value. What is that? The actual cash value is, in theory, the value that your car would bring if you were to sell it today in an arm's length transaction in which neither party was unnecessarily motivated by some external force. So what it really means is wholesale value, almost a trade-in value, if you will, but not the value that it would take to go out and replace the vehicle with a new version of the same. So I oftentimes have people that are quite frustrated about this, that have newer cars or that have older cars that they've taken extremely good care of and have meticulous, detailed service records and everything else that have kept that car in a fantastic condition. At the end of the day, it's worth what it's worth, and the duty of the defendant or the at-fault driver is to restore it or restore you to a position of being whole, and that's defined as being actual cash value. Now, there are a couple of tricks that you should know. One is that if both cars have full coverage, you don't have to use the coverage of the person that ran into you. Your full coverage affords you the opportunity to actually file the claim and negotiate a settlement of your property damage with your own insurance carrier. Now, why would you want to do that? It ends up with a claim on your record. You're going to have to pay a deductible. How can that possibly be a good thing? Well, let me tell you, if we're still fighting about liability and the other side has not agreed to take responsibility yet, if the other side is lowballing you or they've come up with a model that's not the same model as yours and you can't seem to get them to realize what the appropriate make and model of your car is, or for some other reason they're coming up with a ridiculously low valuation, you may choose to go with your own carrier for that property damage. And if you do so, the very first thing that your company is going to do after they write that check to you is turn around to the other insurance company and go, here, we'd like to get paid back. And as soon as they do get paid back, they're going to wipe your slate clean, the claim goes away, and they'll reimburse you for that deductible that you paid as well. So the many benefits of that include a more timely resolution, perhaps getting your car into the body shop sooner rather than later, waiting on the other company to get around. And sometimes it can also result in a higher valuation for your car. So insurance companies are just like people. They can each come up with a different value. If we're fighting about value, I frequently tell my clients to have both companies evaluate the property damage and see which number you like best. If your company comes up with a higher figure and they turn it over to the other company, they virtually have no ability to pay less than what your insurance company paid out to settle that property damage claim. So there's a couple of tidbits. The other piece of advice I have for you is, if your car is unique, meaning it's a collector's item or it's a very low mileage kind of antique type car, or just a very, very unique car, you may have a great deal of difficulty getting a value from either or both of the insurance companies as to the value of your car. And so sometimes we have to take additional steps. And one of the best steps that you can take is to hire an independent appraiser to go out and value your car. Now, make no mistake about it, if an insurance company for the at-fault person that caused the accident is valuing your car, they owe no fiduciary duty to you whatsoever. So their only duty of loyalty is to their insured. They're out to save every penny that they can, and under no circumstances are they trying to reach the highest value for your car. An independent appraiser, on the other hand, works for you, and their duty is to go out and find the best comparable vehicles to help get the highest value for your car. Many times, if we're having a valuation dispute, the services of an independent appraiser can be worth their weight in gold. If you need one, call my office. We'll be happy to give you some suggestions of ones that we've used in the past. Just a couple of ideas that you should keep in the back of your mind that can help you resolve a property damage claim. As always, you're welcome to call my office. If you have specific questions, you can reach us at 303-597-4500 or www.personalinjuryco.com. I'm John Fuller. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.